Howdy ho, guys and gals. Welcome back to the Den of Tools. I know you think I may be crazy, but winter is literally in the air, at least up here, which means it's only a matter of time till it makes its way down to you. It's hitting Denver tonight. It's going to work its way across the country. I know a lot of you sitting there going, oh, it's super warm here. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm talking about, how about this? We're less than 60 days till Christmas, 26 days until Thanksgiving. It's time to start thinking about this and getting ready. One of the best ways to get ready is permanent LED lighting for your house. Asahom, I'm not exactly sure how they pronounce it. Asahom is anyway. What they are is you got 100-foot smart RGB LED lights and they work with she who shall not be named, and you can permanently install them in your house, set up different color patterns and everything like that. You're looking at $298. That's down from $329. Prime Day 2-day delivery on this. You can do your whole house with a couple strings of these things, well, depending on the size of your house. And you'll never have to get on a ladder again. Think about that. There's some real benefit in that one. All right, let's keep going here. My wife she absolutely loves these gnomes kind of stuff. And I got to admit, they're kind of cute. You can put them anywhere around the house. A little bit of decoration here, a little bit of decoration there. We got the two-piece of handmade Swedish Christmas gnomes. It's $18 on that, and there's a 10% off coupon. They're a lot of fun to, just kind of spice up a room, or a little bit of Christmas here, a little bit of Christmas there. All right, now I'm going to lean heavily into my childhood, my upbringing, which was a lot of German stuff in that. Okay, so here we have the Kurt S. Adler. This is they do these dioramas thing, and they're very shallow, and this is a very inexpensive version. Some of this stuff can get really expensive, but we're going to do the more budget-minded, very shallow, nice great little decoration. You put it on a shelf, you can put them here and there. $60 on this piece. Next one up this is considered what they call a candle arch. All right, and you have these candles. In this case, they're electric. They go up over this. We're here, the nativity scene here. Again, a very traditional kind of piece of German holiday decoration. Now, a couple of my favorite, and these are often referred to as German pyramids or German Christmas pyramids. I'm sure there is a more German name for them. That's always how I've heard these referred to. And basically what they are is you have a little diorama on a little tiny carousel, and there's propellers at the top, and you put little, almost like votive candles, small candles in there, and the heat from the candle goes up, hits the propeller, and causes them to spin. This is a very small one, very cute Brubaker 12-inch nativity scene here, coming in around, what was it, $50 on that one. Now they get bigger and more elaborate. This again is probably considered to some of the ones I've seen, very basic one, but I grew up seeing these. My grandparents always had them over at their house. $65 on this is one of the things that I think adds a really unique touch around the holiday season. All right, and we can't talk about holiday season without talking about some Christmas snacks. The Linzer Tart cookies here with raspberry Linzer Tart, the insert in the cookie, very traditional kind of cookie. I remember as a kid not really liking the raspberry stuff, but as I get older, having kind of a craving for it. We got to have the gingerbread. You can't talk about German cookies and not talk about gingerbread. Here's a 2-pack of them for looking at $21.98 on that one. I can really hurt myself with some gingerbread. These, I will be honest, you see them all the time. Anytime you do any kind of German holiday stuff, I am not the iced gingerbread cookies. I'm not a fan of them. I haven't tried the ones with the dark chocolate. That might be enough to make me a fan. For me, it's more of a texture thing for some reason. They remind me too much of marshmallows because they're kind of puffy, and I'm not a big marshmallow person. Now, marshmallows in my hot chocolate, I can handle that. But just eating, or roasted marshmallows, but just eating straight marshmallows, I'm not a thing for me. Royal Dance cookies. I don't know if you know this, but if you order them and you buy them brand new, they do not come with a sewing kit inside the tin. I didn't know that. I mean, I had to be like 50 before I figured that one out. Anyway, a whole 10 of these, you can have them all to yourself. I won't tell anyone. You can get them for $9.36. And then you could have something to put your sewing kit or other kind of stuff into. All right. We got to talk about advent calendars. Growing up, all the kids love advent calendars. My kids absolutely go crazy over advent calendars. Here we got the New House. This is good chocolate. All right, this is not little kid chocolate. This is decent chocolate. We got New House Belgian chocolate here for 2023 Advent. You got assorted pieces, milk, white, and dark chocolate with some pralines in there thrown in as well. Nice, tasty kind of stuff. Now, this is the more adult kind of version, and I'm actually thinking about ordering this. I love getting bourbon samplers. I'm a bourbon guy. I love my bourbons. And I've seen stuff like this, and I've been looking around for one. I don't want to get stuff that's got scotch. I'm not a scotch drinker. Well, my whiskey has to be bourbon. And I'm looking at this set. If you know of a better set, put it down below. But if I don't hear anything in the next few days it's a better suggestion than this one, I'm going to be ordering this one, and we're going to be doing the 25 days of bourbon advent calendar all the way up through Christmas. You can follow along here on the channel. Maybe you can order your own and follow along with us. Now, if I get it $236, that's quite a bit. Maybe you don't want to get that big one. They have a smaller set, a 12-day set for $118. If somebody comes up with a better solution, I'll put it in the deals of the week, and we'll talk about it over there. All right, I've talked about this one before. A lot of people chimed in saying this is the way to go. If you're looking for a good budget sound system that sounds way better than the size and the cost should really allow it to. The Anchor here, IPX5. IPX, of course, X means it's not really dust rated, but 5 is like splash proof, not water resistant. You know, if it gets rained on, it probably won't have a problem. Don't take it on, submersible or anything like that. Anyway, great little, sound system there. Absolutely love that. Anchor makes some fantastic stuff. We're talking about also, how about this? For the holidays, we're talking gift ideas here. Samsung Galaxy Tab S6 is a 10.4 inch, 64 gigabyte Android tablet here. You know what? I did Android for years, and this one's $220 with a $20 coupon. You're coming in at just under $200 now. That's a great deal on that. But as I said, I did Android for years, and I recently switched about a year ago. I switched over to Apple. But I'll be honest, I've been using Android or Apple tablets for years. I like the tablets better. Here's the Apple 9th gen with the, it's a 10.2, 64 gigs. For just your average everyday kind of stuff, it is just fine. I wouldn't do like video rendering and stuff like that with this, but if you're browsing the web, sending emails, just doing your basic kind of tablet kind of stuff, it is just fine. Has a beautiful screen and a great operating system. All right, let's talk about this. I asked before if people are still doing the whole sound system. Some people are still into it. If you are, here's a great deal. 34% off on the Sony STR AN1000, the 7.2 channel surround sound system here. Coming in down from $900 down to just under $600 at $598. Now, again, if you're on more of a budget, I got you covered here. The STR DH192 channel, but it's a decent system. It's going to put out some decent sound at $148. For those of you getting started on, maybe your first home, first apartment kind of thing, got to get a little bit of sound out there. I get it, and this is a great way to do it. All right, how about this? The Lasco heater. I know, not really hard to think of as a holiday gift idea, but staying warm is pretty nice. I use Lasco products myself. Here's the heater we just bought. I have one. I've used Lasco for years. They just work, and they're not that expensive, and they put out a good amount of heat, good controls, good remotes. I like them a lot. And let me tell you, it is. When I got to the shop today, it was 45 degrees in my shop. Let me check the temperature right now. It is 57. So it's warming up. My shop is not insulated in the least bit. It's got holes you could drive a truck through. It's terrible. It gets so cold in here. And I'm running 2 heaters to get to that. All right, let's talk. Somebody asked me to cover these. They said, what about humidifiers? Like for those, if you're up north and it gets cold, it gets dry. My wife's skin cracks really badly. I even sometimes get nosebleeds. It's just something that happens when it gets that dry. When it gets cold, it gets dry. 39 under was a $40 here, and you're going to add some moisture back into the room. Some people are saying, well, we're down south. We want to get some moisture out of the room. How about some dehumidifiers? Here's Home Labs. I think it's the top rated, top selling humidifier on all of Amazon, currently on sale. 13% off, but at least it's something for the best-selling one on all of Amazon there, coming in at $260. All right, we talked about this. This is the Top Don Jump Starter. This is the one I keep in every single one of my vehicles. I trust Top Don to get us all home, and I've used it and somebody mentioned before, it's really nice because you can help out other people. And I don't want to sit here and preach like say, hey, you need to buy this so you can help somebody else out. We do. We always have them charge stuff because I mean it's for us extensively, but we're always helping someone else out with these, and it allows you to be, it allows you to be, a better, how am I trying to say this, better member of the community. You can be the person there to help other people out. Maybe show them, maybe show some of the younger people how to step up and be that kind of person in your community that other people can rely on. As they say, there's two types of people: the people who have to make that call, and the people who get that call. And I think we know what most people around here, which one of that category you fall into. All right, let's see here. Let's go next. We've got, look, check this out. Metabo HPT. This is the old Hitachi bought my Metabo. It's Metabo HPT. Lifetime warranty on all their cordless power tools. Now, that's lifetime, not your lifetime of the product. As long as they still make it. If there's we're still turning them out, it's still under warranty. Could be forever, could be next week. You're looking at a 4-tool set, brushed, mind you. Your drill driver, impact, multi-tool, one-hand recip, 2 batteries, charger, and a bag for $200. That's like some Ryobi kind of pricing there. All right, let's keep going. Stanley, I know the women, they love these Stanley cups, and some of the guys are learning to love them as well. Tons of different colors here. 40-ounce cup for $45 right there. Number 1 best-selling. This is a great little Christmas gift item. Moving along. This one, I've talked about it before. If you're not cooking with an instant read thermometer, or at least with some sort of thermometer, you're cooking blind. That's just the only way I can put it. You may think, oh, I just touch here, and no. If you're always getting the same cut of meat from the same supplier, and you've been doing it for years, I get it. You can do that sort of thing. But if you're just doing average home cooking kind of stuff, you need a thermometer. It will change the way you cook. In other words, you won't burn stuff anymore. You won't serve raw stuff anymore. It'll come out perfect every time. Everyone will suddenly think, you've become a wizard in the kitchen. I kid you not, for $15, you can become Gordon Ramsay yourself. All right, let's keep going here. I can't, I get so worked up about these things. I bought this for my wife, and I do this all the time. I will buy her these things. And yes, my wife is one of these rare women who, if I bought her a vacuum cleaner, would shower me in kisses. She loves getting appliances and stuff like that. I'm thinking for Christmas, going to get her a new stove. We'll see. But that's the kind of woman she is. God love her. But she's not an early adapter. So I'll buy her these things. And then she'll put them down somewhere and she'll forget about them. And a year and a half later, I'll get a phone call. Oh my gosh, this thing's amazing. And I'm like, what thing are you talking about? She's like, the thing you bought me. I'm like, which one? When? And finally she's like, oh yeah, that thing. So I got her one of these. It only took her 6 months this time, which might be a record. And excuse me. She's like, because every morning we all have eggs. We go through so many eggs in this household. And she's like, this is the best egg cooking pan ever. And I'm like, it's almost like I bought it for you for that reason. She absolutely loves it. This is a professional grade aluminum nonstick fry pan. Now, a lot of you are like, I won't use aluminum. For eggs and stuff like that, you don't cook at the kind of temperatures where you have to worry about that kind of stuff. You're not going, 500, 600, 700 degrees. That's where that kind of stuff becomes an issue. Especially when you're doing eggs. You're just not getting anywhere near that. This thing is absolutely perfect for making eggs. It is designed specifically for that kind of thing. It will change your omelet, scrambled egg, breakfast morning routine entirely. All right, for $28, it's like you should pay twice that much. All right, Govee. I've somehow recently acquired a number of Govee things without really noticing it. I picked up something here and something there. I just recently bought a 3-pack of temperature sensors for putting throughout the basement in the house. And I was just like, oh, they added my Govee. Another thing that's in my Govee. They all work. They're not expensive. This thing is fantastic. It's a Govee smart kettle. So you can sit down. You can be like, I'm going to go get myself, leave some water in it. I'm going to get myself some tea or some hot chocolate or make some ramen or something. And you can just go like, click, turn it on. It'll warn you. It'll tell you when it's ready, which isn't long. You walk in, you pick it up, and that's the thing, there's no cord on it. The cord goes to the base. Once you pick it up, you take it, you go use it, you set it down, maybe refill it or something. Always have hot water available when you want it, where you want it. It's fantastic for $64. This is one of those things where you're like, Why haven't I gotten one of these before? All right, let's keep going here. Somebody asked about this recently. They said, what would you recommend for a 2-burner cooktop? Now, here's what I'm going to say. I've done a lot with this because we use these when we RV and stuff. And I got it. The 2-burner tops are nice, but you can't do 2 burners on high off of 110. It just doesn't have enough juice. All right, I don't care what it says. I've looked at them all. New Wave, I think, makes some of the best stuff out there, but unless you're plugging into 220, you're not going to run 2 burners on high. They all kind of air out or don't quite get that heat. You can run one on high and one on low to low medium. All right, so and you could, but the best thing is you could switch back and forth without having to take something off. I do use one, and that's what I do with it. You just have to be smart about your temperature control with it. But $206, 10% off on that. New Wave makes fantastic This is an induction cooktop, by the way, which means that you have to have some sort of ferrous metal basis in the thing that you're cooking because it's using magnets to cause essentially friction in the device, and then the pan itself cooks the food, not the heat. There's no heat coming from the device. All right, let's see. What's next? We got to wrap it up with a Santa hat because Christmas is all about having some fun, and get out there and get your Santa hat for $5.91. That's a pretty good deal. All right. Oh, I got some more. I forgot I added some bonus items here. People are asking me about shavers and stuff because I mentioned it in a Deals a Week not so long. Braun. I absolutely love Braun shavers. I've been shaving my head since I was 30, so 20 going on 25 years, as well as trimming the beard and everything. I gave up shaving my face. I'm like, I'm going for a beard, but you still have to trim it, make it look nice and neat. And you don't want to look too scraggly and stuff like that. So this is what I use. I use the Braun trimmers, and I've tried everything, and nothing works like that. And I absolutely swear by the Braun ones. They come with a bunch of adapters and stuff with this one. You can do all sorts of other stuff. $45 on that one. Let's see what else next. Rice cookers. Rice cookers. If I thought I was like some sort of failed, chef or something, I don't know. I can't make rice to save my life. My wife can usually do it pretty good, but then now that we have kids, she gets distracted and the rice gets burned, or sometimes the rice isn't quite done. Sorry, I had to make sure she wasn't coming for me and saying that. Sometimes it's not done enough. Sometimes it's a little overdone. Life gets hectic, and trying to get rice just right can be an issue. But not with this. For $90, $8 off coupon, you throw it in there. The rice comes out perfect. Absolutely perfect every single time. It literally is a machine designed to just cook rice, and you will never screw up rice again. I don't think you could if you had to. All right, an Instapot fry cooker. I can't talk about fry cookers enough, or air fryers, I should say. So it's an oven with a fan. That's what an air fryer is. That's all it is. But you know what? It changes everything the way you cook. I've worked in restaurants, and I've seen the difference between just running a regular oven and putting something into what they call a convection oven. This is a tiny little convection oven, and it's great. My wife made me meatballs for lunch. In fact, I still have a couple of them over here. I'm going to show you a piece real quick. She brought them by the shop. Look at the cook on the outside of this meatball here. That's just from an air fryer here. It gives you that kind of perfect all-around cooking. Sorry, my thermometer just turned off. It gives you that kind of perfect all-around cooking you can't get anywhere else. It's small, it's compact, it's easy, it's quick. $80, that's a deal. Instapot, of course, they made their name with making easy cooking appliances, so this is an easy one to choose. All right, let's Keurig. This is kind of going back to that instant hot water pot. It's not just for coffee, okay? It does make coffee, and it makes great coffee instantly. And if you don't want to use the Keurig coffee, you can buy your own little self-fill cups. So you can make whatever you want. But what it does is it heats the water, runs it through the cup, and you can make, I've seen ones with soup, I've seen ones with hot chocolate. You can just do heated water and put it straight into your ramen or whatever it is you're making. Again, if you don't want to do the kettle kind of thing, this is another option. But if you are a coffee person, this idea of brewing a huge pot of coffee and then letting it sit and go bad is ridiculous. It takes a minute or two. Just have a fresh cup of coffee. All right, let's keep going here. Calphalon 10-piece non-stick cookware set. I can talk. Calphalon used to be, and they probably still are, this really high-end kind of stuff, but they've started coming out with a more approachable kind of stuff. Also, scale of manufacturing and stuff, they got better. They still make good stuff, and it's nothing quite like having a nice, complete set of cookware, everything you need, one and done. And over the years, something gets scratched, something gets broken, a pot lid goes missing. Toss it. Maybe it's time to toss it out. Just toss all the cookware, take it down to the local thrift store, donate it, and get yourself, buy. It's okay to buy your own Christmas presents. I will allow it. Okay. Granted, you can do it this year. All right. We'll check in again next year, but we'll see this year. $170, and you've got a small fry pan, a big fry pan, a sauce pot, a larger sauce pot. You got the big, what do you call it, stir fry skillet kind of pot, and you got the big pot to go with it. You got 10-piece pots and pans, non-stick, Calphalon, $170. Used to be you couldn't buy a single one of those pans from Calphalon for that price. All right, how about this great little nice knit wool cap, but with a neck gaiter. And it's also got Bluetooth built in. Got little speakers built in so you can listen to your tunes while you're wearing your hat and staying warm, stuff like that. Coming in $20. The oversized wearable blanket. I might buy this for myself. My wife will steal it. That's just the way it's going. Or my daughter. My daughter will totally steal this from me. $34. 50% off coupon on this. All right. So instead of $44, you're looking at $22. Oversized, super cozy blanket. They have a bunch of different colors you can choose from. That is comfort just waiting to happen right there. Also, how about this? Over the back and over the shoulder heated massage wrap here, coming in at $42 on this, 7% off. Just at the end of a long day, that's going to feel good. But the last one, I swear, this is the last one. This is luxury. If you've been around the channel, probably the last couple Christmases I've talked about it. This heated blankets are a great thing. Heated throw, we've always had them around the house. But a heated blanket in the car is the kind of luxury that people just don't think I've never thought about. You can do that sort of thing. Literally, the first time my kids saw that, they're like, "You can have a heated blanket in the car?" Yes, you can. It will, holiday road trips. Give this to the wife. You will be the hero of all the ages if you give her a heated blanket for the car. All right, you got the kids in the back shivering or something. You don't want it to be as warm. They want it to. These things are. I remember doing road trips with a heated blanket, with the windows down, with a blanket over me, and just being like, "Oh my gosh!" Sorry, I'm still recovering from COVID. Just being like, "Oh my gosh, this is so amazing." Cold wind in the face, but nice and warm. Oh my gosh, this thing is so amazing. I know, I'm gushing about it. It is that cool. Or that warm. Anyway, Westinghouse, $40, 10% off coupon on that. We'll have links and everything down below the video. Go and click on it. Let me know what you think the best item was here, or let me know if there was an item that you think I missed. I'd like to hear from it. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. You all take care. God bless. And as always, shine on.